Anybody that's been watching my channel will know that V-Tuf have sent me several machines to review, vacuums and pressure washers. They've sent me 4 pressure washers to review, but they've specifically asked me to compare these 3 machines, a direct comparison, so that you guys can see the difference between the machines, the pressures. This is a V3, this is a sort of spec of machine that the majority of people will have for home use. It's reasonably powerful, it does the job, it's not a bad machine. The V5, to put this in perspective, until I actually got this machine, the other machine that I've been using for years was exactly the same spec as this one, more or less. So this I would consider to be a powerful machine, and it's a very capable machine. But the V7, this is going to be my go-to machine for heavy duty jobs, because I think this is a smashing pressure washer. But I think it's quite good to actually compare these side by side on a dirty patio like this. And all I'm going to do is a patio. I'm not going to bother with car washing, because I kind of think that car washing will be the same within reason no matter which machine you use. How these things perform on the patio is the most important thing to me, because I have got so much to do every year, and I don't think I've ever left it this long to finish doing the patio. This is the last section I've got to do. I call this a courtyard, and if you've been looking at my channel, you'll see that I've demonstrated these 3 machines, 2 of them I think on the courtyard. I don't think I did this one on the courtyard, I can't remember. It doesn't really matter anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a side-by-side demonstration, and we'll see what the difference is between the different pressures and obviously what your money pays for. So let's get into it. So this is the courtyard, and you can see it's in a state. And as I've mentioned on my other videos, I don't think we've ever had it in this sort of state before. It's to do with the weather and the fact that I've left it so long. But you can see it's going to be a big job for me to do. So before I actually sit down and clean this, and I'm not going to video that, I'll actually do this comparison so we can see what the machines are like against each other. So V3. So as you can see, the V3 has got a working pressure of 100 bar, maximum pressure of 150 bar, maximum flow rate of 7.5 litres per minute, working flow rate of 5.5 litres per minute, and it's got a 2000 watt motor. I'm going to start off with the 0 degrees nozzle. Zero degrees nozzle, 15 degrees. $25 degrees. $40 degrees. You'll notice that there's foam there. This has got a slight advantage because I've left some chemical in the chemical tank, and even at 25 and 40 degrees it seems to be actually siphoning a little bit out of the tank. So that's a little bit of an advantage that this machine has got over the others when I'm doing this. Turbo nozzle, which is what I use for cleaning all my patios. Right, so that's the V3. V5. So in order to convert MPa into bar, you just multiply it by 10. So the V5 has got a working pressure of 110 bar, maximum pressure of 165 bar, working flow rate of 6 litres per minute, maximum flow rate of 7.2 litres per minute, and it's got a 2100 watt motor. 0 degrees. Definite difference there. It's a much tighter jet on the end of the nozzle, or it looks like it to me anyway. 15 degrees. Yeah, it's definitely better, there's no doubt about that. 25 degrees. Now you can see with the higher pressure, as you move in closer, it's actually taking a lot of this black lichen off. I'd say it's considerably better than the V3. 40 degrees. Yep, that's better, definitely. You can see the difference between the two. Turbo nozzle. Yep, there is a difference, it is better. Still not brilliant though, but it's better. And the V7. The V7 has got a working pressure of 130 bar, maximum pressure of 195 bar, working flow rate of 6.7 litres per minute, maximum flow rate of 8 litres per minute, and it's fitted with a 2500 watt motor. So remember, this is my new go-to machine. Be interesting to see actually the comparison between the three. 0 degrees. I don't think there's any doubt you can see the difference there. That is, I've gone on the wrong side, haven't I? Never mind. I'll do it on this side. I mean, to me, actually using it, there's no doubt that this is considerably better than the V5. It really is. It's a smashing piece of kit. So that's 0 degrees. This is 15. Yeah, it looks slightly better than that one, and definitely better than that one. Only slightly better than that one, I would say. Mind you, it's difficult to say really. It's the brightness underneath that I'm looking at. 25 degrees. .40 degrees. The turbo nozzle. I apologise that I had my shadow over that while I was filming it. I must get better at doing this. But you can see there's a difference between the three. Just look at the three. Let me just rinse them off. There's a major difference between this one, and a big difference between this one and this one. And between this one and this one, I don't know whether you can see this right, but this is it's more orange, as in it's got further in than this. This has kind of got a very slight green tinge to it, only very slight. I'll do the corner of this one, which is the V5 with the V7 and the turbo nozzle. Right, I can see a difference. I don't know whether you can, but it is definitely, like I said, there's like a tint of green to this, and that has got rid of it. It's not got rid of this black stuff though, in all fairness. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the V5 on the corner of the V3, and we'll see what that's like with the turbo nozzle. V5 turbo nozzle on the V3 corner. Very slightly better, but not a lot, in all fairness. You guys have got no idea all the running around in the background I've been doing there, filming and swapping water hoses over and cables and all that sort of stuff. But I'll let that dry and then I'll come back later on and we'll see what it's like when it's dry. And this is what it looks like after it's dried. There's a couple of little damp patches there, but it's virtually dry. So that just gives you an idea of what it dries like. What I'm going to do now is actually test these machines on a surface that I've never been able to get clean properly, and we'll see what happens. V3 turbo nozzle. So yeah, it's definitely taking the black off and some of this, but not all of it. You can see that's still there. So next I'm going to move on to the V5. I think this will be a good, actually this might be a really good indication as to how well these things perform. V5. Now I'm going over the V3 and I can see it is doing something, but really not enough to make a difference. It is helping a bit, but only very, very slightly. There's very little difference. I can see a very slight improvement. V7. Now I'm going over them all again. And again, I can see an improvement over the other two, but it's not a massive improvement now. It feels different though. You can feel there's more power there. I'm actually quite impressed that this is getting rid of whatever this stuff is, but it's not getting rid of it properly, is it? So that's all three machines with the turbo nozzle. And that's what it's like when it's dried, so you can see why I've got an issue with natural stone. So it's probably made perfectly obvious throughout this video that the V7 is the machine that I absolutely love. But when it comes to tackling patios, they're all capable, there's no doubt about that. It depends on how dirty your patio is, how big an area you've got to clean, how often you're going to be doing it, and whereabouts you are, because I'm in the middle of the countryside, and believe it or not, lack of sunshine makes these things way, way worse. And the courtyard that you were just seeing there only gets sunshine towards the end of the day because it's facing the west. So, and there's all trees there as well. So I think any of these machines will be fine for cleaning a patio. But if you've got a very dirty patio, my advice would be to go for the V7, because I just think it is a cut above the rest. And Mind you, saying that, the demonstration doesn't actually like show that to be the case, but in my view, using all three of them, this is the one I would pick. Of course, it's the most expensive, and it's definitely the most powerful machine I've used, and you can feel the difference in the power when you're using it. The kickback on the lance is different from the V7 to the V5 and the V3. So it's horses for courses, really. Hopefully I've given you a reasonable demonstration, practical demonstration of what these things are like. Now, if you've got a normal patio and it just gets a bit of mud and a little bit of grime on it and stuff like that, any of these machines will do that job. As I said earlier, V-Tuf asked me to compare these three machines so that you guys could have a look, which I think is quite brave of them, really. But like I say, they're all capable of cleaning a patio. My choice, again, V7. V5 is a nice compromise between the two, and if you've only got a small job to do and it's not too bad, definitely the V3 will get the job done, there's no doubt about that. So I hope you found this useful. If you're trying to make a decision, I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching, and please take care out there.